Well Cardinal Lawrence.
It seems the responsibility for the Conclave falls upon you.
The supervision of this election is a duty I never thought I'd have to perform. They are sequestered, and they must be shielded from all news that may influence their judgment. You understand?
No sane man would want the papacy.
The men who are dangerous are the ones who do want it.
That sounds ominous.
Well, ominous is a good word, as you can see from this clip from the movie Conclave on Amazon Prime. And Conclave is very topical. It's all about the sequestered cardinals in the Vatican trying to choose a new pope. Now, this was obviously made before this recent pope was elected, but it's very prescient, and it goes behind the scenes, and it's kind of like a tell-all. It promises to reveal the intrigue between the 100 and some men who choose the next world leader of 1 billion people. It's a great mystery show in a sense. I don't think it was very religious, but it's a great movie. What did you think, Art?
Well, it was kind of interesting. I had no interest in seeing this when it originally came out, and it didn't. And I know that you did, and my wife did, and raved about it, and it was highly touted. But, you know, you have just so much time to watch a lot of stuff. And to me, we're not going to watch this religious thing and so on and so forth.
Right.
But thankfully, you suggested that we review it because there was a conclave being called about a week or so ago. And while it probably did not have any of the drama that this conclave did, you could actually understand and get the sense for the politics that could be involved and the intrigue. Let's take a look at this other clip.
I wonder if I could have a word in private.
You look anxious. Everything under control.
How has this been kept a secret for so long?
We'll never find a candidate who doesn't have any kind of black mark against them.
Although we sisters are supposed to be invisible, God has nevertheless given us eyes and ears.
You should be careful, Thomas.
This is a conclave, Aldo. It's not a war.
It is a war, and you have to commit to a side.
So, as you can see that there is some sense of intrigue here. Trust us, there's a lot more intrigue, and quite frankly, well worth watching it just to see all the ins and outs.
Yeah. It is interesting from the point of view of the general public who, and even the billion Catholics in the world who don't really know what happens in the Sistine Chapel when a pope dies and they're trying to elect the next pope. So this is a great behind the scenes, even if the part of it is fictional, great story. And it's very, very well done as a movie. There's a couple of good twists in it. The characters are wonderful. Who knows whether they could be based on real people? But I think the filmmakers played up the kind of dichotomy, the kind of arguments that would go on in the Sistine Chapel of who do we want to lead, the church for the next couple of years? These kinds of people or those kinds of people, and of course, in any large organization, there's always factions who will disagree. So this is a wonderful film, and boy, is it timely. These guys made it about a year ahead. I don't know if they knew the Pope was going to die or not.
Well, they figured he would someday, so they were right from that standpoint. But I have to say that there was more than one bit of intrigue. There were several. And anybody who thinks they can guess the ending, I sort of guessed it, but not for the same reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's worth the watch. In my 50 years ago or so, I was the chief financial officer as a volunteer of a religious organization back east, and having sat in on plenty of board meetings, even the factions within the factions were interesting to watch. I never really cared about that. I was just trying to do my job and stay out of it. But and I was never a board member of that organization. But you could see it, and you could see the kinds of people, both who were of the cloth and the lay people, that just spoke in very irreligious terms about others, even within the organization. So to me, this was not a surprise. It was, the acting was exceptional, period.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And just a great plot, a great plot based on what is seems to be mysterious to the outside world to begin with. So you go behind the scenes, and they did a great job concocting a story.
Yep, excellent.
For more on Celebrating Act Two, visit our webpage, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tell your friends. Celebrating Act Two is the user manual for the second half of your life.